Rebuilding a Legacy. Iron Man's return with a dark secret. Chapter 3, The Hidden Truth. Iron Man sat in the small cafe, waiting for Dr. Jane Foster to arrive. Elijah had managed to set up a meeting with her, but Iron Man couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. He looked around, scanning the faces of the other customers, trying to spot anyone who looked suspicious. But they all seemed like ordinary people, just going about their day. Finally, he saw a woman with blonde hair walk in. She looked around the cafe, her eyes stopping on Iron Man. He stood up to greet her, feeling a sense of relief that they had made contact with someone from his past. "Dr. Foster?" Iron Man said, holding out his hand. "Yes, that's me," she said, shaking his hand. "And you must be Iron Man." Iron Man nodded, feeling a sense of familiarity but also confusion. He couldn't remember anything specific about her or their past projects together. Elijah joined them at the table, introducing himself and explaining their situation. Dr. Foster listened intently, her expression growing more concerned as she heard about the attempts on Iron Man's life. "I had no idea," she said, shaking her head. "But I might know someone who could help." She told them about a former colleague of hers, a hacker named Gabriel. He had a reputation for being able to find information that others couldn't, and he might be able to help them uncover who was after Iron Man and why. Elijah thanked her for the information, and they exchanged contact information before leaving the cafe. As they walked back to the safe house, Iron Man couldn't shake the feeling that they were being followed. He kept looking over his shoulder, but he couldn't see anyone. When they got back to the safe house, Elijah immediately started trying to contact Gabriel. But they didn't hear back from him for several days. Iron Man spent the time trying to piece together his memories, but they were still hazy and fragmented. He couldn't remember anything specific that could help them. Finally, they heard back from Gabriel. He agreed to meet with them, but only if they could meet him in person. They traveled to a small town outside the city, where Gabriel was waiting for them in a secluded area. He was a thin, wiry man with shaggy hair and a nervous energy about him. "I hear you're looking for some information," he said, looking around nervously. Elijah explained the situation, and Gabriel listened intently. He told them that he could try to hack into various databases to see if there was any information about Iron Man, but it would take time and there was no guarantee of success. Iron Man felt a sense of hopelessness. They had been searching for weeks, and they still didn't have any concrete answers. But as they were leaving, Gabriel stopped them. "Wait," he said. "I might have found something." He pulled up a file on his laptop, showing them a document that mentioned Iron Man's name. It was a classified government file, marked top secret. Iron Man felt a jolt of recognition. He couldn't remember what it was about, but he knew that it was important. "We need to see that file," Elijah said, his eyes widening. Gabriel hesitated. "I don't know if that's a good idea. It's highly classified. If we get caught, we have to take that risk," Elijah said firmly. Gabriel sighed, but finally agreed to help them access the file. They spent the next few hours hacking into the government database, navigating through layers of security. Iron Man felt a sense of unease as they worked, knowing that they were breaking the law. Finally, they found the file. Iron Man. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe, and turn on notifications, so that you don't miss any of the action in Chapter 4.